Hello and welcome to Lady Applejack Speaks a VA channel here on YouTube that focuses on the Netflix series Stranger Things. Hi! This is a departure from what I normally do. What I normally do is I just give you guys stuff and character and you listen to it and that's about it. But I wanted to introduce myself because I feel like I haven't done that. So, and yeah, that's where we're at. Um, so hi, how are you guys? I am currently in my studio slash office slash craft room slash second bedroom situation making this video. And I'm a Stranger Things fan, obviously. So, what do I do besides Stranger Things? How did I get to this point where I was doing voice acting on YouTube? Well, I'm here to tell you. I am actually a writer. I'm a freelance writer on the side. I work at a regular 9 to 5 and then I freelance write after work, after hours. And I've been working on a book since 2019. Yeah, it's a commitment. I'm finally just now calling it a book. I've usually tried to avoid that because I felt like it sounded a little bit pompous, but that's what it is. I might as well live with it. The book is based on Chicago. It's based in Chicago. It's circa 2001 to 2004 right now, and it follows the storyline of a girl that goes to college in Chicago. She goes to Columbia College in Chicago, and she meets this really cute swoony bassist, and yeah, they have a relationship, if you will. Um, I don't know how else to describe it. It's a contemporary romance that I work, and it's my baby. I love it. But as I think most writers feel, sometimes you feel like you just need to switch things up a little bit. And I was hitting this like plateau in my writing and I was like getting bored and I didn't know what to do with it. And I was watching Stranger Things a lot, like everyone else. And I had, you know, been a fan of Stranger Things, a casual fan of Stranger Things from from season 1 to season 3. And then I started season 4 and I was like loving season 4. I could find myself going back and watching season 4 like on repeat. And I don't know how it happened. I can't remember exactly, but YouTube had recommended an Eddie Munson VA for me. And I was like, what is this? And I started listening and I was like, oh my God, this is like really awesome. It's like script writing almost. And I was like, this is so cool. And then I was talking to my husband about it and I told him, what would be more awesome than doing that? That would be so fun. He's like, why don't you do it? I'm like, I don't know, because like I'm an older person. Like, is that childish of me to do it? He's like, no, do it, do it. So I started writing Eddie Munson material and here we are. I didn't realize it was going to come down to this. It was going to be this big of a deal. Like, I started the series or the channel because I thought, oh, I'll probably get like 10 people that like it, and that's about it. And I'm okay with it. It's keeping me writing. So I was writing and stuff, and then, of course, I record and I'll get views, and then all of a sudden it started blowing up. And now I have 342 subscribers, I want to say. I think, maybe, possibly. I don't know if that's changed. Um, and it morphed into something that I really, truly love and appreciate. So, yeah, that's how I got here. I didn't even think it was going to happen, but it did. And I want to thank each and every one of you guys for being so supportive and so nice. I don't know how many of you have reached out to me on Instagram or through comments on YouTube or, on TikTok. You guys are awesome. Like, I'm still I'm still shooketh, if you will, that there are people out there that actually like what I'm writing and like what I'm doing. And it's been a real game changer for me because normally I am very, very shy and very like self-contained. I don't really share any of my writing that much. And I think that's just because I have that writer's complex where I think all my stuff is bad. But yeah, you guys have really brought me up, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. That it's amazing. Um, so yeah, I am happy to be here. And some questions that you might have is why do I focus a lot on Eddie Munson? Well, I think the reason why, besides the fact it's Joseph Quinn, and I just love Joseph Quinn in general, is because Eddie Munson, I think all of us could connect with him in some level. I know when I was in high school and I was trying to kind of find my niche in high school, that I struggled a lot with just fitting in because I wasn't the normal teenager. I was goth, and I kept to myself most of the time. I listened to a lot of music that nobody else wanted to listen to. Like, there was a lot of people in my school that listened to country, and it was nothing against country, it just was not my jam. And like, I was just an outsider. And watching Eddie on the season 4 of Stranger Things, it really was a game changer for me because I could relate to how he might have felt during that time. And I don't know, I just kind of went from there with it. Um, it's just crazy. It's crazy. I never thought I would be doing something like this, but here I am. Um, but yeah, so that's who I am as a person. Another thing that I feel is important to mention is that I'm also a diabetic that is dealing with retinopathy right now. And if you're not familiar with what retinopathy is, I'm not surprised. It's not really that talked about. It is when the blood vessels in your eyes decide that they're going to burst on you. And like, it's not like Max's eyes when, Vecna happened. It's like it's all internal, obviously. And it can lead to things such as glaucoma and blindness if I don't take care of it. So if you guys don't see me on Tuesdays and Wednesdays posting, or I don't reply to messages you might send me on TikTok or Instagram, it's because I'm in treatment at that point. I'm getting laser treatment done on my eyes. So they go in, they numb my eye, dilate it, and then they laser treat one eye, and then they alternate the other eye for next week. So if I just go silent on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, that's just the reason why I'm recouping from those treatments. So don't worry, I'm still around. I don't see myself quitting at any point, like that, not anytime soon at least. So, uh, which brings me into the next subject I want to talk about, which is updates about the channel. And some of these are going to be super exciting updates. Well, I would say all of them are. They're all good updates. It's just, yeah, it's just how you take it. So obviously, series 1 is my baby. That's the series that I had started this channel with. And oddly enough, it was not supposed to be a series. It was only supposed to be 3 episodes max, and I was going to be done with it. It was like just a one-off situation. And then I started, and I blame my writer's brain for this, I started seeing other potential episodes, if you will, that would tie in very well with the first 3-parter one-off that I did. So it morphed into being a series as a whole. Um, Honestly, a lot has happened with Eddie, ex female listener, and I'm sure there's going to be some more to come. In fact, I know there's going to be some more to come because I have at least the last 3 episodes planned out in my head. At least. I want to say it's 3. It's about 3. I'm pretty sure. Um, don't panic. You guys heard me say the last 3, and here I'm going to explain this, and I want you guys to just stay with me here. Take a calm, deep breath, and let's walk through this. So, obviously, I don't think series 1 is going to be like a continuous thing because I'm going to run out of things, and it's going to end up being one of those situations where it's like I'm trying to think of a good example. Do you guys remember Melrose Place, the TV series, or oh god, what's the other one? There was some terrible soaps. I used to have to watch soaps all the time because my sister was obsessed with them. Where Passions, that's what it is. It's a horrible, horrible soap. And I don't think it's around anymore, but if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. So they always come up with like these ridiculous suggestions like that just isn't good at all. And it's like they're just basically just trying to drag a dead horse over the finish line, so to speak, and just drag it out. I don't want that to happen with series 1, obviously. And I don't think it will. But I do think that there's going to be a time where I'm going to probably say, okay, well, that's the end of series 1. It's time to move on to bigger and better things. Um, so I will tell you, I do have 3 episodes in mind that I do believe are going to end up being the last 3 for series 1. But just because it's the last 3 for series 1, that doesn't mean I'm going to stop doing what I love. I'm obviously going to continue writing scripts. It just means I most likely will pick up a different series and start from there, or I'll break down series 1 and then start a continuation of series 1 in its own little standalone series. I'm not sure if that's going to work. I don't know. Hopefully this makes sense. Regardless, Eddie and female listener are sticking around. They're going to stick around in one format or another, whether that be that first series is continuation or they start a whole new series with a whole new plot line, new episodes, whatever may come about. So like I said, I do have the last 3 planted in my brain what I'm going to do with it, and I came up with it today. So, we'll see what happens from there. But I want to keep this open for you guys. If that's something I do, I want to make sure that you guys are okay with it. And of course, I want to like ask for your feedback at all times. Another thing that I want to bring up is your guys. You guys gave me so many good requests, and I'm so excited about them. Some of the requests that I've gotten are so good that I really want to do a series on them. Yes, a full-blown series. Series 2 of Why Can't This Be Love was actually inspired by one of my subscribers, and I'm probably going to mess up the first name. Akiko? You could tell me if I'm wrong. Munson. It's let's see, Akio or Aiko. I think it's Aiko. This was something that they had sent me as a request, and I was going to do just like a one shot of it because it didn't necessarily fit into series 1 at all. And when I did the excuse me, the script for it, like at the end I was thinking, oh my god, I don't want this to end. There has to be more with this couple. There has to be more going on with Eddie Munson and Liz Hargrove. And it just blew up into a series. And there's going to be times where you guys send me those requests and I'm thinking to myself, damn, this is better than a one shot. This is a series, and I need to do something about this. I got a couple of those kicking around in my head right now. I could tell you one that has been kicking around in my head recently, and I wish I could remember who suggested it, was doing a version where, um, like, Eddie doesn't get killed off and upside down. He actually becomes like a supernatural character, whether that be a vampire or a werewolf. And I've been kicking that. I'll tell you what, guys, I've been kicking this around my head for like the last 2 days. It's lasted that long, which means that I'm very, very invested in it, I guess. That I want to see it become a series if possible. And I'm thinking almost like in a way of like mimicking almost Teen Wolf. If you guys know what I'm talking about, um, yes, there is a MTV series called Teen Wolf that used to play back in the early 2000s. But what I was talking about is actually the Teen Wolf movie with Michael J. Fox. It's just the essence of the 80s, in my opinion. And I'm kind of kicking around doing something like that with it. I don't know. Obviously, it's not going to be the exact storyline because Eddie does not play basketball. We all know this. But it's kind of something that I've been kicking around. So that's an example. I also have been kicking around doing a series where Billy Hargrove, it's after Billy Hargrove passes away, but he leaves behind a girlfriend, and the girlfriend, through her grieving process, actually becomes friends with Eddie, and that develops into something more. So I don't know. I mean, these are all things I'm kicking around my head right now, and I'm still working out, but if something happens where I stop series one, that's probably what my next step is going to be, is to create a brand new series. So let me know in the comments below how you feel about that. If you are like sobbing over there because you love Eddie X female listener so much and you don't want to see him go, I feel you, because I don't want to let him go either. But at the same time, I know that we're going to hit that conclusion at some point in this. So, yeah, just let me know what you guys think. I also am thinking about doing some more one-shots, and obviously I'm working on requests as they come about. I was doing them chronologically, so with each request, I would just go ahead and do them and tie them into like one of the series and whatnot. I think I'm going to just try to do it by case basis. Keep sending those requests in though, because that's what's helping me continue with the stories and such. What else was I going to tell you? Lose my train of thought. Oh, playlists. I am hoping to create some playlists for you guys this weekend. Basically soundtracks to the like series 1 and series 2, so you guys kind of know, so you guys have something extra to do. Like, you can listen to some of the music that inspires the series. And I'm going to be real with you guys. I know that some writers will frown upon this because of continuity. I tend to be one of those writers at times, so it's a struggle. But the playlist that I'm going to put out there, or the soundtracks I'm going to put out there, have a tendency to have stuff on there that isn't just from the 80s. Like, it can range from the 60s or 70s or 90s, and sometimes even the 2000s. When I write these scripts, I usually am listening to music as I do so. When I write anything, I'm usually listening to music as I do so, because I feel like that's where some of my better ideas come from. I could be listening to a song and it could drive the emotion of that particular scene, and it could morph it into something totally crazy and 10 times better than what I could ever imagine. And it happens a lot with series 1 in particular. Series 2 is just the same. Series 1, I remember when I first started listening to music as I was writing it, it was basically a lot of 80s, obviously, a lot of Tears for Fears. Um, what else? I listened to a lot of Madonna with it. Um, the Turtles, The Association, a lot of bands, like a mix of bands from like the 60s and the 80s. But also, there would be times where like Taylor Swift's The Archer will come in and play, and I'll be like, oh my God, this is like the perfect song for this scene. Or it'll be like another Taylor Swift song, Exile, would kick in, and I'm like, oh God, this would be good for this scene too. So there's gonna be times where there's gonna be songs that obviously weren't a part of that time frame that are inside the soundtrack, and it's just supplemental. It's just an extra thing that I wanted to add so you guys could kind of understand the mood that I get into when I write these scenes. There's quite a few times Fall Out Boy is in there. They're actually like one of my favorite bands of all time. And I will put stuff in there, and it goes with the scene. So hopefully you understand that when you get onto the soundtracks and you see those random one-offs where it's like, okay, Taylor Swift wasn't in the 80s. Why the hell is this person putting this on the soundtrack? Now you know why. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing that this weekend if I get some time. That way you guys can have something to kind of listen to as you wait for new episodes to come about. I'm losing my voice, can you tell? But yeah. What else was I going to tell you guys? Oh, the Instagram. So, lastly, Instagram. I'm still kind of trying to build up my Instagram for this channel over on Instagram. What the hell? Um, so lately, you guys probably, if you follow my Instagram, you see that I only like put stuff out like if I drop an episode. I'm trying to see what else I could put out there. I don't know what I could put out there really. Maybe some foreshadowing of some sort, like maybe a spoiler before I drop an episode, like the day before. I don't know. I'm still working that out. If you have suggestions on that, please, 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 please share them either in the comments below, or if you're shy, send me a DM over on my Instagram. Trust me, I don't bite. Hard. Just joking. I don't bite. I'll be totally nice to you. Um, just yeah. Any suggestions you might have will be greatly appreciated. And also, if you want to follow me on my TikTok, you can. I do a lot of TikTok cosplay over there, and makeup tutorial stuff, and just kind of all kinds of stuff. I'm all over the place over there. So, and I also drop my episode spoiler things, not spoilers, my episode notifications in there too. So, yeah, if you want to check that out, you can as well. Other than that, I think that's all I have. I just wanted to give you guys some updates because I felt like, one, I wasn't like I didn't like introduce myself that well, and two, um just wanted to let you guys know what is on my mind for this channel. Let's see. If you have any other questions for me, you can definitely send me some DMs, or you could leave them down in the comments. We could definitely do a Q&A at some point if somebody is interested in that. That's totally cool with me. I'm an open book, so yeah. Geez, this has gone on for almost 25 minutes. So yeah, I just dropped an episode for Series 2. Hope you guys listened to it. Hope you enjoyed it. Kind of short, but it is what it is. And now I'm starting to get hiccups. So I'm going to end this update video like now. So thank you so much for hanging out with me and for supporting me and just being amazing. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.